when I met the sheriff. I don't know if you guys remember. There used to be a sheriff called Bob Vogel. And he had developed this thing, and it's, you know, I mean, I guess considered profiling, or, you know, it's really not politically correct anymore, but it was, you know, because he was a state trooper, and he developed some kind of, you know, profile of, you know, what these drug dealers were, and, you know, I think it was, I'd have to go back and look at it, but I think that he was stopping them by virtue of the fact that they fit this profile that he made, and somehow it was ruled unconstitutional. I can't remember exactly. Kaiser? You know, that you couldn't pull somebody over just because they looked like a drug dealer. Anyway, needless to say, he wasn't too popular. He had a lot of buzz on I-95, I think. Or maybe it was I-4. But anyway, so of course, you know, he wasn't too popular around that drug cartel crowd. And so then he was sheriff for several years. They had Dobermans. I trained their Dobermans. I don't know whatever happened to them. I'm not sure. They were friends with Donna Sue, and they weren't friends with them anymore. So I don't know. I'm sure they're still around. Anyway, Carol's like, who cares? Carol, you probably remember that, though, when Bob Vogel was the sheriff. It was very controversial. I don't even honestly now remember exactly why. I know what it was. I know what it was. Probably go online and find it. There was a 60 Minutes about him, you know, where they talked about, and at that time, it was perfectly acceptable. You know, his theory was, looks like a duck. You know what I mean? And the problem is that he was right a lot of the time, and he was pulling them over just because they did fit, you know, and I don't remember what it was. It was something like, oh, 2 Hispanic males driving with Miami plates, you know, driving, you know, da-da-da-da-da, with tinted windows. I don't even remember what it was. We're going to look it all up, but yeah, that's where I met them at this park. That's how much we know. Duncan, Kaiser, and I'm going to tell you guys, that's how you bust up this wrestling around. So you need to keep that in mind, Alicia and Carol, because if they start doing that with the other dog, that's how I busted up. I was pager all over both of them. Yeah, I'm going to go look up that old 60 Minutes. I remember now, and this was back, I mean, this would have been back in the 90s. He couldn't be beat for sheriff. I mean, people love that guy. In fact, I think, honestly, I think he was the sheriff before Ben Johnson. I don't think there was anybody else. They all kind of stay with us, though. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, Kaiser's kind of using. Kaiser, Duncan. Good. See how that busted all up, though. In fact, I got to work on my Maverick video where Maverick was kind of beaten up, and we were doing the thing where we're getting him off. I haven't had time to work on it. Anyway, guys, we'll be right back.